Okay, trivia night. Let's play some music. Hello, hello. Welcome to trivia night. Hang tight if you're joining us now. We're just going to wait for some more people to join. A little silly music in the meantime while you guys are joining us. Welcome to trivia night. All right, who we got here so far? We got Trisha is live with us from Facebook. If you're joining us, comment hey, hi, hello, howdy, aloha in the comment section wherever you are, so I know you are playing along. Okay, we're gonna start soon. Just wait a couple more minutes till more people join in, and then the competition shall begin. Thank you guys for your patience. Okay, hello, hello. Seems like more people are joining in from what I can tell. Feel free to say hi in the comments section to let me know if you're joining so I can see who's playing along, who's competing. So far, we got Trisha who's joined us. She won last week, but let's see if someone can dethrone our trivia winner. Gonna wait just a tiny bit longer, and then we'll get to the questions. And you just type your answer in below when we get started with the questions. You can play along on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. No matter where you are, you can comment your answer in the comment section to play along. Okay, we're gonna hop right in to trivia night. Okay, here we go. First question. Opera is considered to have begun in which country? And we got a little map of Europe there with some arrows pointing to different ones. So not only is this a music question, it's a geography question. So I hope you know your way around a blank map. Comment A, B, C, or D. To which country opera has begun in? Which country, which European country that is on that map was where opera began? A, B, C, or D? Give you guys just a tiny bit more time to think about it. Boop, boop, boo. All right. Trisha says C. That is correct because it's pointing to Italy. And let's see the other ones. It's definitely not UK, France, or Spain. But yes, opera began in Italy. All right, moving along to the next question. We're going to listen to a sample of music. Which of Vivaldi's Four Seasons is this one? Is it going to be winter, summer, spring, or autumn? All right, let me play it. Okay, you heard it. Which season of Vivaldi's Four Seasons was played just now? Each movement in the Four Seasons is supposed to kind of encapsulate the sound or the mood of the seasons. So, yeah, what did that sound like? Did it sound wintry, summery, springy, or autumny? I'll give you guys some time to think about it. And then just comment your answer A, B, C, or D, or you can type out the season. And let me know if the sound quality is going through okay, if it's too quiet or loud when it comes to the music. But okay, we got an answer. Trisha says C, spring. And I feel you. It does sound a little springy, but it's actually autumn. The answer was D, autumn. All right, we're going to move on to the next question. All right, which time signature is most commonly used in a waltz? Is it A, 1/4, B, 2/4, C, 3/4, or D, 4/4? Which of those time signatures is most commonly used in a waltz? If you've ever danced a waltz, maybe you would know, depending on um, the rhythm of the steps you take. Uh, so a time signature is correlated with the beats and the rhythm. So, which time signature below is most commonly used in a waltz? Is it A, 1/4, B, 2/4, C, 3/4, or D, 4/4? Give you a little more time to think about it and type in your answer, and then we'll figure out which one it is. Okay, 3, 2, 1. And let's see, Trisha put in C, which is correct. A waltz normally and almost always is in a 3/4 time signature. All right, Trisha, you got 2 points on the board. Moving on. Question 4. What is the title of the chorus in this sample? We'll play it in just a second, but is it a sailor's chorus, the anvil chorus, the hallelujah chorus, or pilgrim's chorus? All right, let's play it and listen. Okay, you guys just heard it. What is the title of that, or a chorus to be exact? And the sample we just listened to, is it a sailor's chorus by Wagner, anvil chorus by Verdi, the Hallelujah chorus by Handel, or Pilgrim's chorus by Wagner? I'll give you guys a little more time to think about it. A, B, C, or D. Um, it might be a little obvious if you were listening to, I guess, the sound effect that was playing um, along with the singing. And we got an answer. Trisha says B, Anvil Chorus by Verdi, which is correct. They're banging on some anvils in the background there. Okay, moving on to the next question. Question 5. SpongeBob SquarePants' neighbor plays a certain instrument. Which family does that instrument belong to? What instrument family? Does SpongeBob SquarePants' neighbor's instrument belong to A, woodwinds, B, strings, C, percussion, or D, and that says brass. So it's a little covered, but it says D, brass. SpongeBob SquarePants' neighbor. What instrument does he play? And what instrument family uh, is that instrument from? Give you guys a little time to consider and throw in your answer for SpongeBob SquarePants' neighbor's instrument family. It's kind of a double-edged question. All right. And Trisha says woodwinds because, yep, that is Squidward, and he plays a clarinet. So A, correct. Wood wins. All right, moving on to the next question. Boop. We're going to listen to some more music. What is the title of the composition by Tchaikovsky in this sample? All the options below are by Tchaikovsky, so let's play and see what it is. All right, which Tchaikovsky composition did we just play? Was it A, Dance of the Little Swans, B, Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy, C, The Russian Dance, or D, Dance of the Reed Flutes? You're seeing a common dance theme, that's true. Looks like we got a couple answers. Both say Sugar Plum Fairies. That is correct. B, Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy. All right, let's move on to the next question. In the late Middle Ages, this musical interval was considered evil, with rumors of songwriters being excommunicated for using it. Could that be an augmented second, a diminished sixth, a tritone, or an octave? Which of the musical intervals was associated with evil back in the Middle Ages? Maybe not so much now, but maybe the tone kind of has that darkness to it. So do you think it's A, augmented second, B, diminished sixth, C, tritone, or D, octave? I'll give you guys a few more seconds to make a guess. 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, Trisha guessed A, augmented second. But nope. It's the tritone. It was a very unstable interval, and musicians and I guess the church back in the late Middle Ages associated it with the devil. So a lot of songwriters or composers that used the tritone got in trouble, were banished for such. And Nat guessed C. Good job. So right now we're at Trisha with 5 points and Nat with 2. Moving along. Okay, we're going to listen to another piece. And you're going to guess what's the composition and composer. Okay, here we go. All right, you got the piece of music. Now you gotta guess which one it is. Was that In the Hall of the Mountain King by Grieg, Pomp and Circumstance by Elgar, Sunrise by Strauss, or Canon in D by Pachelbel, which rhymes with Taco Bell? A, B, C, or D. Which answer connects with the piece of music you just heard? And a bonus point if you know which movie began with that composition as well. I'll give you guys a little more time to think about it. Type in your answer, A, B, C, or D. Could it be Grieg, Elgar, Strauss, or Pachelbel? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Trisha wrote Sunrise by Strauss. That's right. And yep, it was part of 2001 A Space Odyssey. So I'll give you an extra point. So you're at 7 points. All right, let's move on. Next question. You're going to name the artist based on these hints: Crazy Horse, Canadian American, and the quote, "It's better to burn out than to fade away." Do those 3 hints best associate with A, Tom Petty, B, Neil Young, C, Robbie Robertson, or D, Johnny Cash? What artist listed best associates with those hints? A, B, C, or D? I'll give you guys a few more seconds to think about it. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Trisha said Neil Young. And that is correct. That's his picture there. Or I suppose was. He's looking a little more flabby and hairy nowadays, but that was him in the 70s. And yeah, his backing band was Crazy Horse. He was Canadian American. And I would say that's probably one of his most famous quotes right there. All right, moving on. Gonna do another question where we listen to the music. I'm gonna go a little jazzy with this one, so let me play it now. All right, went to Jazztown. Now we're back. So, which uh, composition and composer did we just hear? Is it A, So What by Miles Davis, Giant Steps by John Coltrane, Goodbye Pork Pie Hat by Charles Mingus, or Take Five by Dave Brubeck? Give you guys a few more seconds to think about it. A, B, C, or D? Okay. Both Trisha and Nat said D. Take Five by Dave Brubeck, and that's correct. It's kind of a classic jazz standard. All right, let's move on to the next one. Boop. All right, which is not an established musical genre? Is it A, EDM, uh, EBM, IDM, or IBM? It's a little tongue twister. Let me try it fast. EDM or EBM or IDM or IBM? Um, which of those acronyms not considered a musical genre in the electronic or dance um, scene? So type in A, B, C, or D to make your guess of which of these genres are a fraud. I'll give you guys a few more seconds because it's a pretty quick question, so you should have a pretty quick answer. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Both Nat and Trisha said D, IBM. And that's correct. The other ones are genres. I feel like intelligent dance music sounds a bit pretentious. But yeah, IBM. I feel like you don't want an IBM. Anyways, moving on. We're gonna do more listening. Which France-based movie is the composition from in this sample? All right, let me play it now. All right. Which France-based movie is the composition from in this sample? Is it A, Les Miserables? I may have butchered that. In American, Les Miserables. Is it B, Ratatouille, C, Amélie, or D, Chocolat? A, B, C, or D? Which France-based movie? And we got a couple guesses here. Once again, both Trisha and Natalie guessed the same answer, which is C, Amélie. Very good. I feel like that one is normally on accordion or piano in the movie, and that was an acoustic guitar version. Okay, next question. Adrian Brody stars in which 2002 film playing the role of a Holocaust survivor and composer? Is the name of the film The Violinist, The Pianist, The Tenor, or The Cellist? What is the name of the movie that Adrian Brody stars in, where he is a musical man powering through World War II as I want to say he's Polish He's Jewish, but I think he comes from Poland. But yes, does he play the violin, the piano? Is he a singer or does he play the cello? Type in A, B, C, or D for what is the name of that film? Okay, looks like we got one answer. I'll wait a tiny bit longer to see if we got any other people jumping in with an answer. 3, 2, 1. Okay, Trisha says B, which is correct. He plays the piano in that movie. Good movie. Um, maybe a difficult movie to watch, but nonetheless, it's a good one. Moving on. We're gonna listen to some more music, and you gotta guess what video game is this composition from. Okay, here we go. Okay, you heard it. Now you gotta guess. Which video game is this composition from? Was it A, Halo, B, Final Fantasy VIII, C, Red Dead Redemption, or D, Fortnite? What video game is from the last composition, little song we just heard? You guys, a few more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Trisha guessed C, Red Dead Redemption. Which I understand it did sound kind of Western and cowboy-esque with the acoustic guitar, but it's actually A. Halo was the was where that song is from. And it looks like Nat guessed C as well on that. So sorry, I guess I tricked you. Okay. Um, Question 15. Which band or artist has played all 7 continents? Well, let me move the little sign. Could it be A, Bono from U2 fame, B, Skrillex, C, Sting of the Police fame or solo fame, or D, Metallica? Which band or artist has played all 7 continents? And as you can see here in the picture, one of them is Antarctica, which is quite compelling, quite cold and compelling. Okay, so who do we think played all 7 continents, including Antarctica? Was that Bono? Was it Skrillex? Was it Sting or Metallica? Comment your answers now. Give you guys a few more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, Nat said B, Skrillex, and Trisha said D, Metallica. And it was D. It was Metallica. There's some footage online, and it's quite. It's interesting. It definitely looks cold, and they fit in this little dome, as you can see there. I feel bad for the drummer because his hands must have been freezing and playing the drums must have hurt. But yeah, they they set an interesting record. Okay, last question. What is the name of this track and artist? And it's a free form answer. I'm not gonna give you any hints. You just have to type out the full track title and artist name. Okay, here we go. All right. What do you guys imagine that song we just played was? You guys both got it. It is Imagine by John Lennon. Um, featuring a little saxophone, featuring a little violin. Yeah, it's a fun little rendition. So yeah, each of you, both Nat and Trisha, gets a point. And that was our last question. So drum roll. Let's see who who's the winner. Probably a little obvious, but yay, Trisha is the winner. Put up a little sign, yay, and a participation award, a silver participation award goes to Nat for getting second place. Thank you guys for joining. Next week we should have some music gaming for you guys to play along, play some games. And we might have a concert being live streamed as well. So we might do the concert first and then the gaming as like a encore post concert stream. Um, Fun little time. But yeah, that was trivia night. Thank you guys so much for joining. If you're tuning in just now, sorry you missed out, but we have trivia night on the first and third Fridays of every month. You guys have a good night. Thank you so much.